Hello everyone and welcome back to our playthrough of Pokémon Scarlet. Continue on here from exactly the same spot at least from where we left off last time, where we finished off doing a few PvP battles. However, there are a few changes that have been made. First up, just to let you know, this episode we will be going through and taking on the Open Sky Titan up here. Of course, we're still here in West Province Area 1, so we've got a little bit of route to go. But the housekeeping is that we have changed our team around a little bit. So you'll have seen in the last episode we actually lost our first ever battle with another player. And part of that problem was our team was very unevolved and very slow. And we had quite poor balance that left us unable to take on one Pokemon in particular. So we've made a few changes to our team with that in mind. So let's take a look. Staying on the team, we have Elvis here, who's a Quaxly, and of course we will be keeping in our team as he was our starter. Also staying here currently, and only just, as he was awful in that battle, is Smoliv, Oliver the Smoliv. He should be evolving soon, so I have hope for his potential, so we will be keeping him in. Though of course to begin with he was pretty poor. And we also still have Whoop Whoop here, who is our Clodsire, as he was extremely useful in that battle. He won't be on our team forever, however, for now he can stay in, as he was definitely useful in that battle. So, now I'll start running through the new members of the team. So first up here, we do have a Pikachu. This one here is actually one that you're able to get from the mystery gift when you first get the game. You'll notice it has a flying terror type, which is quite interesting. So we did struggle quite a lot with our electric typing. Luxio, in particular, Lux Luthor was particularly slow. He did struggle. He was always hitting second, so I thought I'd try and get something in a little bit faster. Again, Pikachu isn't my plan for the electric type for the rest of the game. However, for now, I think he's a good improvement on Lux Luthor, particularly if we manage to evolve him into a Raichu. He's got a lot more speed and pretty decent attacking stats as well. We've kept him named Pikachu, just in honour of the Ash's Pikachu from the anime, so we're going to keep him called Pikachu. Next up, we have replaced Charcadet. So I've been feeling the whole time I've been playing with Charcadet that he wasn't really doing it for me. You know, he was lacking attacking stats, he really was weak defensively, so I thought I'd give something a little bit of a change. On top of that, with this Fletchinder, which is evolved from the Fletchling that we had previously, of course the one we caught that had a fire terror type. With Fletchinder, what you do get is you get that extra flying type as well, so we get coverage for fighting type Pokemon, which is useful. We do have a chosen nickname for him as well, which we're going to give here now. So we're going to call him Phoenix. For obvious reasons, being a firebird seems a sensible nickname for him. So welcome to the team, Phoenix. And then the last member of our team, you might think hasn't changed. However, you will note that this Curlier has a different nature. So previously we had Heimdall, who had increased attack and lower special attack because we were aiming to turning him into a Gallade. I've since discovered that our starter, Quaxly, when he evolves into I think it's a Quaquavel, he does pick up the fighting type, which therefore makes it pointless for us to then get a Gallade. So that plan's kind of been scrapped somewhat. So we picked up another Ralts rather, and evolved two Curlier with a much better nature. I would prefer the special attack increased speed, but it's not the worst in the world. Because of course we are going to evolve this instead into a Gardevoir. And we did not want to get a Gardevoir with reduced special attack, as that would have been massively counterproductive. So, again, I do have... Did we do a marking? I do have a chosen nickname again for this Curlier. And we're going to name her Hylia, after the god in the Legend of Zelda games. So welcome to the team, also Hylia. Not a massive change from what we had previously. She does have a Psychic Terror type. I was hoping we could get one with a Fairy Terror type, but I had a look around, it doesn't look like you can pick one of those up. because ideally this is currently our only cover for dragon types, which was what we struggled with a lot in that last PvP battle. So we need to think about potential ways that we can, change this to combat dragon types in the future. I do have other members of the team, of course, planned, and those will cover off that weakness a lot better. Plus, Hilly will be a lot stronger once she becomes a Gardevoir. So now that's done, we can carry straight on where we were. You see, we've got similar types of Pokemon around here, all ones we've seen before with Mudbray and Mankey. So we're going to head up towards the Open Sky Titan, though first off we have a phone call. Yo, HJW. So from what I gather, it seems like the Open Sky Titan lives somewhere up on this mountain. But there are all these crazy boulders raining down from the mountain too. It's going to be a little tricky to stand around and look for the Titan while dodging all of those. I think you'll be sent flying if you get hit by a falling boulder, but maybe you could power your way through atop that brute of yours. Okay, this seems to be cool to let me know that the Open Sky Titan's here. I have caught a Phanpy, we have a Skiddo here. A little rock as well. And we have a Great Ball here, it's just another Phanpy. So he said it's just up here, but where do we go from here? Maybe it's not up this way, maybe it's around here. That seems more reasonable. Oh, accidentally ran into the rock roof. Actually, I think it's probably wise to change our team up a little bit. Let's bring in one of our new members of the team to the front. Let's bring Pikachu in. You'll note with the items as well, I've gone and I've picked up a couple of the different, bracer items with the money we had. So this should help increase their stats a little bit more. So for Pikachu, I've got it focusing, I believe, on his special attack. Not sure how to see that. No new Pokemon as far as I can see. So I'll just continue along this way. Unless that's something new in there. No, it's a Nimble hiding in the grass. Hello, sir. If I win, you got to buy my CD. It's got an item sat next to him as well. So, Miria the musician, she sends out a Meowth. Says, you guys are going to be out here. The first experience you're going to get of battling with Pikachu. So we're going to open here with an Electro Ball, which is probably not wise, as this Meowth appears to be faster than that Pikachu. Did quite a bit of damage as well, of course, so that you can tell that we're not particularly defensive this way either. Switch to a Spark and see if that does us better. There we go. First fight, first victory for Pikachu. As you can see, defensively not particularly strong, but his damage is pretty good. So we're happy with that, particularly as it wasn't a positive type matchup for him. He is a couple of levels lower than the rest of our party as well at the minute. Just get him healed up. And we find a rare bone on the floor as well, which is useful. Those can be sold for a lot of money. A few Pokemon around here again. Seems to be the same ones we keep seeing. All what we've seen before. Just looking over the edges here, thinking we should probably drop down and go have a look for the items, but we can always do that another time. We might even have been round there on the last stream. So for now, we'll leave it until we get attacked by the small fiery plant Capsicid. We'll just run away from that for now. I'm not interested in fighting wild Pokemon that we do not want to catch. I want to get straight up to the Open Sky Titan. What do we see here? What's that? How do I... Come on. Go, go, go. I can't catch it in time to throw the Pokeball. Where's it gone? There it is. Go. Why is it not locking on? Go. There we go, finally! After an absolute farce, we come up against a Bombirdier. So we don't want to use an electric type attack because we don't want to knock it out, so we'll just go straight in with a quick attack. And because we hit it with a Pokeball from behind, it was caught off guard. So there we go, couldn't hit the first time. Memento. Interesting. It's Bombardier. Oh, it knocks itself out with Memento. That's frustrating. Forgot that's what that move did. Excellent. We'll have to keep an eye out then for another one of those. That's not ideal that we couldn't catch it on the first attempt. We'll have to be a little bit quicker next time and maybe just throw the Pokeball straight away. Some more Mudbrays kicking around. A couple of Antitopes here. What else we got? Similar Pokemon to previous. Nimble, Mudbray, Rockruff. Yeah, we've got like a kind of tower thing here. I think we're going to go run up. Stay away, Rockruff. I don't want to battle you. Let's head up this tower and see what we can find. And what's that? That is a rare candy, so definitely worth coming up here. Rare candies, of course, give you a free level to your Pokemon. And then we'll just come jumping straight off of here. So we have Tadbulbs kicking around as well as Weasels. We're going to head straight over here to the picnic and just heal up our team. Try to anyway, instead we just have to talk to the Sliggoo. Fellow gives us a variety of ingredients for our sandwiches, and we'll stop with him to heal our team. Hello Moobs, how are you? Good to see you again. So it looks like to get up there, I think, do we take this right? No, it looks like it's the left path, so we don't need to head over to the right yet. We are still going to take on this trainer first. See what we can do. So we are challenged by Enrique the student. Doesn't look like a student. He looks like he's about 60 years old. He sends out a Pineco. It's the first time I've seen one of these. Let's hit it with a Spark, and then go straight for the Protect. So we're not going to hit it this time. It's unlikely he hits the Protect twice in a row, so we'll go for Spark again. And we are the faster this time. Of course, not particularly effective as he is, I believe, a Bug and Grass type. Let's try Electrical, see if that does more damage. If it hits with the Protect again, Pineco just going for the stall, but without any status moves. Electrical takes Pineco down. And he's going to send out a Nimble next. We'll keep Pikachu in. Obviously, probably could have swapped to Phoenix for his first battle with the type advantage, but I don't really feel the need to. I'm quite enjoying using Pikachu to begin with. And that's a one hit for Nimble. And we defeated Enrique the student. I need to remember to get that item next to the bridge. You're even mental than the rolling boulders. Interesting. I assume that's what he's referring to. Oh, I didn't see that. I was trying to go back to heal up, and we find a Tadbulb in the middle of the path, which is going to run away. I do see up there another Bombardier, which I would quite like to try and have an encounter with after the last one used Memento and took itself out on us. Although, in doing so... It's up there. I was going to say, I thought it had flown away then, in healing up. So, carry on running up here. Dodge all these boulders. I wonder if we're immune to these boulders if we get in a Pokemon battle. I guess we'll find out. Ooh, big boulders. That was nowhere near me. I'm assuming it's going to drop us back to the bottom. Yes. That was, it looked at least, absolutely nowhere near me, so I thought I could squeeze through the gap. Apparently not. Can I just sprint up here with this guy? Alright, there we are. this doesn't appear to be the top. Now that Bombardier up there, is that a regular Bombardier or is that the Titan himself? 'Cause it does look quite large, that one there. What the heck? There was an item here 2 seconds ago, now it's disappeared. That's weird. Anyway, we'll carry along here and we'll have a little look at what else is around here. Oh, that is a Haunter. That is something we have not seen before. Level 30. I'm wondering if this Titan's going to be around this kind of level. Is it going to be a lot stronger than we are? Level 30 is huge. We haven't seen anything close to that yet. But still, we'll see what we can do. Let's send an Aquajet first. Straight down to yellow health. He hits with a Nightshade, which does 30 HP, of course, because it's equal to his level. Oh, and we, easy as that, immediately catch it with the first Great Ball. Awesome. So if we wanted, we could chuck this Haunter in our team. Get a lot of experience and a lot of levels up. And we could learn Air Slash as well with Elvis. So 75 power, 95 accuracy. What's wing attack? 60 power, 100 accuracy. I think we'll go for the higher power move here, so we'll go for Air Slash. So it's interesting we're getting good, flying type moves, but we're not ever going to become a flying type Pokemon like I expected. We actually become fighting type, which is interesting. Anyway, we have Seed Bomb as an option move, so 80 power, physical based grass type move. I think I'll be putting this in potentially. I'm going to put this in over grassy terrains. I don't think I've used grassy terrain yet. So replace that with Seed Bomb. We did of course get another couple of levels up as well. And let's not forget about the Haunter we caught as well. So the Gas Pokemon. It likes to lurk in the dark and tap shoulders with gaseous hands. Its touch causes endless shuddering. We would not like to give it a nickname, and we're not going to put it in our team for now. But it's good to see. It's another Pokemon added to the Pokedex. Of course, we've seen and caught Quaxly previously. Now we have its evolved form. And Oliver the Smoliv is finally going to evolve. So this should hopefully push his power level up to at least a usable standard. Still doesn't look particularly imposing. There we go. Oliver has evolved into a Dolive. So Dolive is once again called the Olive Pokemon. I believe Smoliv was the same. Dolive shares its tasty, fresh-scented oil with others. The species has coexisted with humans since times long gone. So 2 Pokemon added to the Pokedex all in one go. That is awesome. Let's quickly heal Elvis up as well. Let's just take a look at the stats we now have of Oliver. You can see that his HP is very much improved on what it was previously. Still looks strong. I note, of course, that so it's should be very tanky now, or a lot more tanky than it was before. I note that we've just given him, of course, Seed Bomb, and he has Razor Leaf as well, which are physical-based moves. His special attack is stronger, so it might be worth us actually making sure he has special-based moves, though there's not a lot of option at the minute. I wonder if we have a useful TM here. So there's Trailblaze that buffs speed, but that's physical-based. Bullet Seed, again, physical-based. I don't think there's anything there that we particularly are interested in, so I guess we'll stick with the moves we have, and we'll just have to keep note that Mega Drain is definitely our strongest move. So let's get Pikachu back to the front for that. I just didn't want him to take on, Haunter 8 levels his senior. A few Nimbles, a few Fampees, Skiddos, little Mudbray there as well, and these are all normal levels. It was just that one Pokemon that was particularly strong. Then here we have a trainer as well. Looks like another student. So we're going to take on Maya, the student. She starts with a Fomantis, which is a Pokemon we haven't seen yet. Looks like it's likely a grass or bug type. Should probably use something like Fly. Yeah, definitely will on the next one. The Electro Ball not doing much damage. It's quite funny seeing Pikachu use the move Fly. Up he goes. So with growth he's buffed his attacks, but thankfully he's not going to get an attack, as a Fly does take Fomantis down. I think that was Maya's only Pokemon. We get a small amount of experience. Ah, you've ruined us. And we get 616 Pokédollars as a reward. Then over here we have a TM for Helping Hand, and we have what I think is a Bug-type raid battle. A Bug-type Pichu is interesting. We're not particularly interested in Pichu itself, so we're probably not going to catch this. However, what we are going to do is we are going to put Whoop Whoop in, and we're just going to challenge it just to get the rewards at the end, which can be quite useful with experience candies, for example. So there we go, we'll send it straight in. With Whoop Whoop, of course, we want to use his ground type attacks. Now I think about it, with him becoming bug type, I always forget about this, that we should focus on what type it's become, of course, not what type it was. So I should have actually switched to Phoenix, would have been better, but not what's the matter is it gets taken down immediately anyway. Do we want to catch the bug type Pikachu? No, we do not. So we pick up some XP candies, Pichu Fur, 2 or 3 Swift Feathers, which is excellent. The Swift Feathers means we get some, it can give some additional EVs for speed, so we'll probably chuck those into Pikachu. We've got rare candies, we've got some experience candies here, and we have 3 Swift Feathers. So we're not going to use it here. Here, as we're not looking for speed. We could use it on Elvis, as having good speed would be wise. I think we will actually do that. There we go. As Elvis, of course, will be staying in our team, so it's wise to get his stats where we want them first. And that appears to be everything we can do on this little ledge, so we're going to look to continue our way up the boulder path. The item appears to have reappeared that didn't appear earlier. It was a max potion, so worth picking up. And we've got the same few Pokemon over here. So now we have to continue to try and dodge these wonderful boulders cascading around. We'll stick to the inside path here, I think. Just dash straight up. There we go. So I was right, it looks like Bombardier is the Open Sky Titan. Or there is an Open Sky Titan that's a giant Bombardier. Thankfully we have Pikachu out in front. Sends us straight into battle, so we're going to open with an Electro Ball. Ooh, that's a lot of damage with that. It would appear he's the faster. We should have healed up a little bit there, that was risky not doing so, so we'll use a Super Potion here. I wonder if, as Clorf did, I'll have to attack this Pokemon twice. If so, it'd be wise for me to save my Terastallize here. So Spark does a lot there, and we get a Paralysis in the bag as well. We are going to have to heal up again, as this Bombardier is doing a considerable amount of damage. Don't really have anything else to combat it. Though I suppose our Curlier, of course, Hylia, might be able to do super effective as well. But for now we'll stick with Pikachu. The Paralysis came in a bit clutch. Though our Spark doesn't do anywhere near as much damage this time, I assume because it's Gonna fly at a wall. Ah, it's smashing the cave open again, the same way the Clorf did. So it begins eating the Herba Mystica. And here comes Arven again to scoop up the rewards without doing any of the effort. HJW, you managed to get to the Titan somehow, huh? How did you get up here? So that's the Open Sky Titan. Wait, is this Titan what's been dropping all of those boulders? I was lucky enough to be able to sneak up here because it had all its attention on you, little bird. Makes sense. Looks like it's trying to power itself up, like some kind of mythical meal power or something. So we better be ready to go all out. So is it going to be stronger now? If so, we're going to hit the Terrestrialize straight away. Though of course we are... Oh, do we? So we're flying type Terrestrialize, of course. No, we're going to stay electric type. Of course, if we Terrestrialize into a flying type, actually be a bad idea. It might be wise actually for me to pick up a Pikachu instead with an electric typing, but I might look into that off camera, as that flying type could be actually holding us back from doing more damage via Terrestrialize with our electric type attacks. Thankfully this Bombardier Sky Titan is focusing all its attacks on Arven, so we don't even have to worry about it. And with two nice sparks there, we do a lot of damage and we take it down for the second time. So that's the Open Sky Titan defeated as well for our second Titan victory. So we defeated the Titan Bombardier. And we get a nice chunk of experience as well. No level ups unfortunately, but a good chunk of experience. It's unfortunate we're not able to catch it at the end, as I would like to pick up one of those Bombardiers, having missed the one earlier on. Yes, way to go HJW. Looks like we don't have to worry about any more boulders falling on us now, huh? He's going to scoop up the rewards again with the Herba Mystica. Hopefully we get another ability with our Koraidon though. There has to be more of that Herba Mystica in here. Let's hurry and find it before the Titan can come back and get it. If we're lucky, there'll be another herb here. I knew it! There it is. So I assume we're going to sit and have yet another picnic. It really is here. This is one of the herbs. Make no mistake. So we get the bitter Herba Mystica this time. Woohoo! We did it! Thanks, HJW. Now let's see. What does the book have to say? Bitter Herba Mystica is great for your circulation. It really gets the blood flowing. And that warms you right up, nice and toasty, even boosting the immune system. Or so it says. If I can just slip this into a tasty sandwich and get him to eat some. So who's him? We still don't know who he's trying to power up. Well, what are we waiting for, HJW? It's time to dig in. Let me whip something up for us. Yeah, hiya, watcha. And Bob's your uncle. Special herb sandwich, and it comes with a side of Titan badge as a token of my gratitude, of course. And that doesn't appear to be a very appetizing sandwich. And out comes Koraidon as expected, looking for his free sandwich, as he always does. Oh, come on, you again. Sniff, sniff. Do you want to give your sandwich to Koraidon? Yes, I do. Hopefully I can climb up walls soon, or swim, something similar. Is it trying to say thanks or something? Well, good thing I made extra. You're helping me out a whole bunch with the hard stuff, so it's only fair that you get more. I definitely, absolutely did not make extra so that Koraidon could have a sandwich, okay? There it goes, it powers up once again. And now we can move across the water, which is awesome. That's been troubling us quite a lot, so I'm glad now we can move across the water. Did it grow stronger again? Man, these Herba Mystica really do pack a punch, don't they? I mean, they'd better, or else I'm really up the creek. Don't you dare touch that. That isn't for you. Don't shout at my Koraidon. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have shouted like that. I guess I should at least tell you the full story, HJW. Finally going to find out who he's feeding. Come on out, bud. Ah, this is Mabostiff, my partner. He's got a dog. A sad dog. Here you go, bud. Eat up. This sandwich should help you feel better. Slowly now. Take your time. Small bits are fine. Just chew nice and slow. My buddy here was hurt pretty bad a while ago. Real bad, in fact. He never really recovered. We tried a Pokemon Center. They said it wasn't any regular old injury or illness. Mabostiff here is the only thing in the world I care about. The only thing. So I promised that I'd make him better, whatever it takes. I searched online, I read books, and I looked all over and tried every cure and remedy I could find. But nothing really worked. I'd almost given up hope. That's when I found out about the Herba Mystica. I found it in my mum's lab. So this is his book. It's this book full of crazy stories and legends and things. Stuff nobody would usually believe. But I believe it. I think what it says is true. And according to this book, eating all 5 Herba Mystica can cure anything that ails you. Case in point, Mabostiff's paws were cold as ice before he ate that last herb, but they've warmed up a little, I'm sure they have. Oh, you done eating, bud? Oh, he's still struggling to stand up. Hey, Mabostiff, can you see? Are your eyes open? Yes, I did it! It's been so long since we've been able to open his eyes. I'm so worried. Oh man, I'm so glad. Oh, look at him. Those fiery orange little eyes. Hard to even tell if they're open or not, but I know the difference. The power of these herbs is amazing. I knew the book wasn't lying. I'm going to bring Mabostiff back to full health. I swear it. Oh, yeah, so that's my story. 3 herbs to go. Let's find them together. See, now I don't feel like he's as villainous and I'm more willing to help him. That makes a lot more sense. So as we leave the cave, we do get a Rotom phone call. And it's Professor Sada. Hello, HW, this is Sada. I detect that Koraidon has regained more of its original power. While riding upon it, it seems you should now be able to move across water. Awesome. I'm relying on you to continue taking good care of Koraidon. And there we go. So that's the open sky time done. But the first thing I want to do is I'm going to come to this lake down here. I want to try out this riding on water job. So hey, here we go. And we splash straight down onto a wild Pokemon battle, which was a Basculin. Of course, we've already caught a Basculin, so I'm not too interested in that. There's quite a lot of them around here. So, wild Pokemon battle. We have a Psyduck embedded in the wall, and an Arrokuda down the... No, not you. Go away, Basculin. I don't want you. I want the Arrokuda. Which is something we have yet to catch. So let's get chasing the Arrokuda. No, not Basculin. No. Arrokuda, quick. There we go. Managed to get away from the Basculin horde and find the Arrokuda, which we're going to capture. I also want to try heading back to where we found that Bombardier and see if we can find another one, get one of those caught. Is that a Psyduck I see at the bottom of the river as well? That's quite ominous. There we go, our static hits the Arrokuda with paralysis, so we're now going to hit it with a Pokeball. Go away, Basculin, we're not interested in you. And there we go, Arrokuda is also caught. So, Arrokuda, the rush Pokemon. Arrokuda can swim quickly only in a straight line. The ones that become sluggish from overeating are the first to be targeted by flocks of Wattrel. It's a shame I can't see a Wattrel around here, as I really want one. Still a Psyduck at the bottom of the river. Everything else appears to be rocks. Was that a Tadpole? Yeah, another Psyduck in the wall as well. Or that might have just been the Psyduck in the wall. All of this area is really struggling to render in. At the top of this rock, we do find a TM for Air Cutter. So we've got Magikarp spawning in as well. Just open this, see what it shows. Doesn't show anything new spawning in. But we can take Koraidon down this. Fun way down. See Tadbulb, some horde of Basculin, a Tutel. I think that's about it. Let's speak to this fella and heal up once again. And then let's have a look around here, see if we can find another Bombardier. So I believe that's the one we climbed. There's a lot of other Pokemon about, but there's not a Bombardier as far as we can see, which is frustrating. So that's everything we aim to do. What I'm going to do before I end the stream is I am going to head over and just do a couple of these raid battles. See if we find anything new, anything interesting that we've yet to see before. First off, we've already faced this trainer, so we can skip straight past him and head straight towards our destination. Though it is tempting to do a little bit of branching off to see if there's anything new or interesting, such as this item up here with the revive. You never know what might spawn in that you haven't seen before, so sometimes it's really worth just checking all these places out. So far, nothing unfortunately, but still can't climb the walls. Nothing new as of yet. There we go, this is the benefit of searching around. We do find a TM for Metal Claw. There is a trainer battle here as well. And I can see directly down this path there is a Terra Pokemon as well. We are challenged by Candina the model. She's going to send out an Oinkologne, which looks to be the evolved form of Lechonk. Level 20 as well, so it's no slouch. And that was a big hit. Thankfully we get off the static. Wow, this Pokemon is strong. Pikachu again, not looking particularly great defensively. Another one that looks like he needs an evolution sooner rather than later. Thankfully I have plenty of healing items going around, and these paralyzers are coming in clutch. Got hit with another spark here. Another paralysis proc, which is useful. One more of these and Oinkologne will be taken down. We need to work out what typing these Pokemon are so that I can more effectively organise my team against them. We get a nice big amount of experience, which boosts Pikachu up a level. And we're now coming up against a Luxio, of course, the Pokemon that we took out of our team at the start of the episode. So we'll make sure to take this down cleanly. We're going to send out Whip Whip as a ground type. There it is, level 20 again. We'll go with a Mud Shot, and a Quick Claw thankfully allows us to act first as well. Not a one-hit KO, but still got it out. And it knows Psychic Fangs, which is interesting. I didn't even know that was a move. But it is super effective against Woot Woot, of course, because of his poison typing. Though 2 of those was not enough to take us down, thankfully, because Woot Woot is extremely bulky. So we'll hit another Mud Shot here, and that is him taken down. And we get another big chunk of XP, and that's Candina the model taken down. I need to make even stronger TMs. So how our Pokemon knew all those moves. Both were quite interesting moves. Oh, didn't mean to get that. No, go away, Mankey. Let's auto heal Whoop Whoop and Pikachu as well, and carry on up to here. There's another Gimmighoul coin on this rock. And that there is a Swablu. We've already caught a Swablu actually. But that would have been off camera. The reason I caught the Swablu is it was in a raid battle that I was doing whilst trying to get some more XP tokens. And whilst trying to climb this staircase, it looks like there was a rock roof glitched into the stair. So we got forced to battle. Can we get up here, please? There we go. Run to the top of here and see if there's anything for us at the top. I'm hoping there'll be another item at the very least, which there is. And we get a Thunderstone. Wow. Okay, that came earlier than expected. We were just saying that it feels like Pikachu needs an evolution sooner rather than later. Well, we've already got the Thunderstone, so I've only just introduced Pikachu to you. And we already have one. Of course, he does have that Flying Terror type, which could be inconvenient. I'll make up my mind off camera, I think, and then I'll decide at the start of the next stream whether I want to evolve this one or not. The problem, of course, being that with that Flying Terror type, he doesn't benefit from the electric type moves when he gets terastallized. Though that doesn't mean it's not useful, as of course, as it does boost the fly move. So we'll have to have a long think about that and decide whether we want that to be as terastallized or not. Of course, having that flying type makes him less counterable. If people bring in, say, a ground type Pokemon to counter the electric, and then we terastallize to flying type, it flicks the advantage straight away back in our favour. So that Pikachu could be very, very valuable as a Raichu. So heading up to the top of this tower as well, we pick up the TM for Tailwind. And down here, what I thought was a terastallized Pokemon is actually is another raid den. So this is the one I actually have marked on the map. This is the fire type raid. Pokemon spawning around here again look to be all Pokemon we've seen before. We've got Yungoos, Nimble, Vampy, Skiddo, all things we've seen previously. And a Mankey fur sat on the floor. It's tempting to send Pikachu out into auto battle like this and just pick up a couple of... Pikachu wore itself out, it didn't even win the battle. Flippin' heck. Right, that decides it. We're not going to be keeping Pikachu in our team forever anyway, as our electric type. So why not just get a Raichu now? I've talked myself into it. Let's go Raichu now. Let's use this Thunderstone. So we're going to get the evolved form of Pikachu. So there we go. Congratulations, your Pikachu evolved into Raichu. So Raichu is pure electric type. He is the mouse Pokemon. Its tail discharges electricity into the ground, protecting it from getting shocked. Get that in the Pokedex. And he wants to learn the move Thunder Punch. Now, looking at his stats, his attack and special attack are pretty similar, so not too worried. But then that Spark, it's just basically a stronger version of Spark, isn't it? So yeah, we'll replace that with Thunder Punch. And there we go. So now, ironically, this probably becomes one of the stronger Pokemon in our team. Maybe here isn't the place to throw it around, but it does still get experience in doing so. Let's do the thing we came before, this is the raid battle. So this looks to be a fire type Sunkern. With it being fire type, we want to put Elvis in. And we'll go for it alone. Sandal hits the Sunkern with Intimidate. It's quite interesting that it's got a fire type. It can't have any fire type moves, can it? We'll go with an Aqua Jet, which one hit KOs it as 1-star raid, so it's not very strong. It's a shame we didn't get that light screen up before we hit it. And it's taken down. So we don't need a Sunkern, so we're not going to catch it, even if it does have the fire Terra type. It's not something we're too interested in. And we'll pick up some more XP candies, a Pearl, which is handy, and a Rawsberry less so, and 2 Genius Feathers, which will boost the special attack EV on one of our Pokemon. So let's have a look at where the next one could be. There looks to be a dark type one over here. All the rest are a little bit further away, so we'll probably do this dark type one and then we'll look to end the stream for now. I think for our next stream we'll probably look to hit our first ever Team Star base. We're yet to do any of those so far, so it could be fun to try one for the first time. Let's take out this trainer before we take on the dark raid. So this is Backpacker Mateo. He sends out an Eevee. And we're going to get our Raichu its first taste of battle. We're going to go with the Electro Ball this time, as we should be way faster than an Eevee. So it should do big damage. But it does, as a one-hit KO. And that's the only Pokemon he had, so a little bit of XP for all of our team, and happy days again. 900 Pokédollars just for that tiny amount of time. Why not? So we have a Rockruff, bunch of Mankeys, Nimble, nothing we haven't seen before. A Quick Ball over here, which is an awesome Pokeball. As you just throw it at the start of battle, you have a much increased chance of capture. So in this Dark type raid, we have Lechonk by the looks of it. So who do I want to use in my team? I'm trying to decide now. So we haven't got a fighting type yet, as Elvis is yet to switch. So I think we're going to have to go Hylia, aren't we, for the fairy typing. So yeah, let's give Hylia a run out. She should be a lot stronger, at least offensively, than Heimdall was, with that much improved nature. We seem to get the same few Pokemon in these raids. It's always the Intimidate Sandile. Though we're taking them out so quickly, I'm not too bothered. So we'll go straight in with a Draining Kiss. Should do a lot of damage. Yeah, nowhere near as much damage as as the one-hit KO we did in the last raid, but not insignificant either. With the damage being done by the others as well, we can just take that down with our second attack. And again, we've already got a Lechonk. Do we really want a Dark type one? I don't think there's any value in that, to be honest, so we'll just leave it be. Reward-wise, get again more XP candies, we get health feathers this time, and a couple of additional berries. I think we're going to now look to use some of those candies, particularly on the few members of our team who are lower levels than the rest. Maybe a couple of these medium candies can go on Raichu. Whoa, that was more than I expected experience-wise. And that puts him up to level 27, in line with some of the higher members of our team. But might be worth giving him one small one, just so he goes up to level 28. There we go. We'll use the other medium one on Phoenix, who we didn't really get to use much today, and that gets him up to level 25. We could use these candies, we have a lot of them, to get them even higher level. But for now, I think we're happy where we are. So, we were looking to do probably a Team Star base next, which looking at the map, you got just like a gym leader. That's the closest Team Star base I could see. Is this one up here? So I think we'll probably head towards that in this Team Star base Dark. I think we should probably head to this Pokemon Center, and that's the point where we will look to save the game and move onwards, I think. It's only just up the road. Well, there's an item down here. I can never resist picking up the items you find on the floor, and it is a luxury ball. And we've got another one here. We've got 3 Great Balls. Still not seeing any new Pokemon, to be honest, which is disappointing. I hope there'd be a little bit more variance amongst this route. Everything seems to always be the same. It's always a mix of Mudbray and Mankey, but not the end of the world. Another hidden item on the floor, and there is going to be one more battle here, so we're actually going to send in Phoenix, as we are yet to properly use him, so we'll give him his first run out before we end the episode as well. So we are challenged by Yasmin the student. She sends out a Teddiursa. We send out Phoenix, who's the flying and fire type bird. We'll open with a flame charge. This flame charge ups our speed after each hit. Whoa, that was a huge amount of damage there, so you see why I want to use Phoenix. Can really do a lot of damage. And Teddiursa used Fury Swipes, which is a multiple hit attack move, physical attack move. Because it physically hit us, the flame body on Phoenix burns Teddiursa, and a little bit of damage you get finishes it off. So easily taken down in one hit. And we get a little bit of experience with that, so he's then going to send in Tinkertink, which I think is the kind of fairy steel type we found previously. It is. So again, a flame charge should take this down here. It should now be super effective. So he actually is the faster by the looks of it, and opens with a baby doll eyes, which reduces our attack, which makes it less likely we one hit KO. But not the case, we still do hit that one hit. Awesome. And that's Yasmin the student defeated. And we get $500 in prize money, which you can see. Now, we'll scout about. We have a Drifloon over here, which we've already caught. So over here is a Swablu, Skiddo, nothing new. Oh, Said nothing new, and as I say that, we do spot something new. That there is a Numel, or Numel. The little fire-based kind of camel Pokemon. It's level 18 as well, so it's not low level, not weak. I hit it with a quick attack, did do about half HP. Hopefully enough now to hit it with a Pokeball. With our Raichu covering the flying typing. We could have even considered Numel as our fire type, but it is ground type as well. So Numel, the numb Pokemon. Magma of almost 2200 degrees Fahrenheit courses through its body. When it grows cold, the magma hardens and slows it. So let's send Numel to box. I just want to have a look up here to see if there's anything interesting up here. Other than a trainer battle. I might come back and do it. I'm just going to see where this takes us. Oh, do we token Pokedex? And have a look at where we are. So it looks like it takes us to an electric type raid. Oh, I'm not sure I can resist that, as well as the item over here. Gotta be a way up here, isn't there? Head round. Right on the edge, there's an item here, which is a full restore. Excuse me, Skiddo. Mankey, Rockruff. Oh! Next to these Pawmies. Oh, I shouldn't have gone in there with Phoenix, that was a mistake. But next to that is a Pawmo, which is the evolved form of Pawmi. Oh, swap into Whoop Whoop to avoid those electric type attacks. Of course, Pawmi, or we probably would have had a Pawmo by now, that evolution line was one of the ones we were considering for our team. So it's dug underground, so it's we're not going to hit it with that poison tail, but we should hit it this time. He hits us with a dig, which is super effective actually against our poison typing. And we get a poison jab in. Oh. And we one hit KO it, despite the fact it was level 18. God's sake, that is frustrating. So there's two Pokemon now we've missed today with Pawmo and Bombardier. We'll move on. We'll have to come back and see if I'll come back and see if I can find either of these off camera in the future, and we'll let you know what the result of that is. There's another item up there. How do we get up to this bit? Can't see a way up. I know there is a slightly dodgy way of making it up places where, like, if you jump, but you jump backwards like that. See, you can scale cliffs you otherwise shouldn't be able to scale. All of that but two Ultra Balls. It doesn't look like there's a new Pokemon up here. I was half hoping there would be a Pawmo up here to spare my blushes. Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Another item though, which is a Max Revive, which at least is worth doing. Makes this worth doing. Oh, there is a Pawmo up here. Right, let's think this through properly this time. So, let's go with Oliver here. Well, at least from previous encounters, his attack was a little bit lower, so less likely to one-hit KO it. And Razor Leaf's his weakest attack, so we'll just go with a Razor Leaf. We get hit with a Nuzzle, which will paralyse us. We do get the Razor Leaf off, which just about doesn't one-hit KO, and sets Pawmo up for the Pokeball, which should rewrite our mistake, and we get Pawmo in the bag. Another good chunk of XP. Pormo, the mouse Pokemon, electric and fighting type. When its group is attacked, Pormo is the first to leap into battle, defeating enemies with a fighting technique that utilises electric shocks. So again, similar to Gallade, that's why we couldn't use Pormy and the rest of its type line, because it's too similarly typed to our starter. So there's another item up here, so we could use the same method again, where we just jump backwards and just hop straight. It's a little bit cheaty, I suppose, but and we fly up the hill and pick up the Hyper Potion. Still nothing original up here. So we're going to head down. I've decided I will take on this raid before we head onwards to the Pokemon Center, and there we have another new Pokemon here. Finding tons in a minute. I forgot we left Oliver out in front, paralysed. So this is a Phalanx. We'll hit with a Mega Drain. I believe it's Steel type. A decent bit of damage. Get some HP back. And we'll probably hit with another Mega Drain again, because it doesn't look like that'll kill it. That should put it down to red HP. Ah. Still carrying the paralysis from that nozzle from Pormo. Focus energy again. We've got to be wary of critical hits after this. Not getting very lucky here with the paralysis. And we do get a second Mega Drain in, and for some reason we get the one hit KO with the second hit KO. Is it a critical hit? Because our first one didn't take it down to half HP, so I'm surprised by that. So seconds after I rewrite my Pormo mistake, I go ahead and make another one. Not to worry, as I can see this Tinky will get out of the way, I can see another Phalanx in the background. Oh, we couldn't get away. Of course, Oliver is extremely slow and carrying paralysis, so that'll make it difficult for us to run away. We will quickly heal up that frustrating paralysis. Not a super potion. We've got paralyze heal. And then hit Phalanx again. So I thought it was Steel type, but evidently not. Let's hit it with a Razor Leaf this time then. Okay, with a flinch again. It's just getting frustrating. There we go. Assume we don't get a critical hit. Two of these should be Phalanx to capture. Excellent. First off, we will put a Super Potion on Oliver just to prevent any risk of him fainting. And there goes the Pokeball, which hopefully will catch. Or not. We'll just go for another Pokeball again. If not, if this doesn't get it, we'll go for a Great Ball on the next one. Not sure why this Pokemon was so difficult to catch on the first time. Didn't even get a single roll of the Pokeball, and then the second time we get it straight out. But anyway, big chunk of XP. And Phalanx. Okay, it's Fighting type. That's my mistake. I thought it was like Fighting Steel. The Blast, which is one of the strong, which is the one that stands at the front and issues orders, is the strongest and smartest of the six. Interesting. That's it in the Pokedex. Right, now let's do what we came here to do. Which is not to battle this trainer, not to climb this tower, not to catch a Bronzor. We will still pick up the Gimmighoul coin because I can't resist. We are here to take on this raid. we're here to take it on with our ground type. So we have an Igglybuff with the electric type. It's a fella with a full motorcycle helmet. So again, we're not below to capture into Igglybuffs, not something we want, we're just looking for the rewards. Let's hit it with the Mud Shot, see if similarly we can 1-hit KO. Not quite. Half HP. With everyone else still to hit. Silent Voice does next to nothing. Whatever those other Pokemon did, took it down straight away, so perhaps it wasn't us doing all that damage. No catch again. It's a shame it's always Pokemon that we've already caught. I was hoping to see something new. But either way, we pick up some a health feather and a load more XP candies, which will come in handy for leveling our team at some point. But there we go, that's final raid done in this area. And a PP up, which is a useful item. We'll jump past half of these battles and we'll head straight back down here towards that Pokemon Center we're aiming for before we head onwards in the next stream. So whilst this was a little bit of a shorter stream, we have caught a ton of new Pokemon that we hadn't seen before. That's what shiny out for a second. Ton of new Pokemon we haven't seen before, and we took on, of course, the Open Sky Titan. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please consider hitting the follow button, or if you're watching on YouTube, please consider hitting the like or subscribe button. And if you do, I really hope to see you on the next one.